SEKI'S Great Vetra Champion. There are so many dogs for sale nowadays, but few are good. It's all about money. People want to get rich, but without any knowledge about this race. They worry about how many dogs great champions, and with register of merit, which are listed in their pedigree. There are many so-called fighter men, who only have courage when they see the opponent first. To be sure, they could win. They don't risk much, they bet little money on the fight. They are not true fighting men. I am a competitor, who take things seriously. I was born a fighter, I was a boxing champion in Yugoslavia. I was born into the ring and I will die there. I have a sporting spirit, and that's why I seek fame, not money. I prefer to be the best. I've made a lot of mistakes and lost a lot of fights, but this is a sport, and in it you don't win all of them. I don't like those people, who hide their dogs, behind their pedigree, and who think they are valuable. It's better that they start fighting, and after they show that they are good fighters, then show your pedigree, and spread the word. If these people look at the pedigree of my Vetra, you probably won't like it. His parents and grandparents were not worthy dogs, but look what Vetra was able to do in the ring. I don't know if I can say something new about Vetra, something that hasn't already been said or read. I would like to represent her, and from a different point of view, because she certainly deserves a lot. Not just a quick reminder of a combat machine, but as a being, who occupies and maintains his place in our family. I think that way, it would be better to tell her whole story. Maybe you say I'm biased, but believe me, you can get a precious experience by studying pit dogs a lot. I lived with dogs like Benji, Devil or Vetra. I had an experience that I would like to share with my children and make them adopt, as one of their life principles. However, readers are undoubtedly more interested in a story, based on results, more than in a philosophical approach to the theme. Here we go. Her first fight, when she was only 15 months old, was against Jelko's Candy Jr. She was the daughter of Little Black, from Dula, Crenshaw. And she was 600 grams overweight. Although she came, with much more experience, than the young Vetra, she was disarmed, by the extreme bites of Vetra, and we won in 28 minutes. His second fight was against Molly, from Ritter Kennels, of the creation between Tail, and Inka Ram. Molly was a very talented fighter, she was fast, and forced Vetra to work. Molly bit her head and neck, but after 20 minutes, Vetra imposed her fighting style, and we won in 50 minutes. Molly couldn't do any scratch. In the third fight, she defeated Brnovic's Tita, a female of the Yellow Tom lineage. Vetra won Tita in 28 minutes, and became an official champion. Vetra's fourth fight was an out-of-jail fight against Goran's Mala dog, who had a great reputation in her area. She was known as the dog that had no rival in all her neighborhood. Even against overweight bitches, Vetra needed only 14 minutes of combat to destroy the Mala. His fifth fight was marked against the dog Ira, from Franca's Kennels, weighing 15 kilos and 200 grams. Vetra got sick in that match, but still, she won the fight after 1 hour and 35 minutes of combat. After that fight, I realized what a great bitch I had in my hands. The sixth match was against Hera, a two-time winning dog, from Virgo Kennels. She was 15 kilos and 800 grams. The fight was carried out during NATO bombings throughout Serbia and Belgrade. At that time, there were many blackouts and we used lamps attached to the car batteries to illuminate the ring. It was a very hard fight, between two good opponents, certainly a fight to be remembered. Vetra won after 1 hour and 10 minutes. For her 7th fight, the great champion Vetra went against Navika's dog Kedi. She was weighing 17 kilos. That was too much for Vetra. Even with this weight difference, Kedi was unable to continue after 34 minutes of combat. The 8th fight was against the champion, who fought to the death, Munja. She was a 3-time winner, and a defeat, proving Gameness, in a 2-hour battle. Those with heart problems should not have watched this fight. Vetra literally destroyed the champion Munja, in just 28 minutes of combat. It was easy for Vetra. What to say about this fight? Most of his struggles were more difficult than this one. Vetra left without any injuries. The 9th fight of Vetra was scheduled for December 2000, against the 2-time PNT champion Canil, the famous Nigerita, but the fight was postponed to the following spring, due to complications, due to a surgical delivery of a puppy. Vetra had only a few months to recover, and she met Nigerita in April 2001. Nigerita was twice the winner, she was white, and had a great reputation for beating the main competitors. In the second, she won the champion ASTRA, 4 times winner, in 1 hour and 10 minutes of fight. Nigerita was predominantly of the Nigerino creation, with a touch of old snooty blood. Both bitches had the same fighting style, and were balanced most of the time. Vetra showed me that she was not fully recovered from the cesarean section, and the owners agreed to a draw of 1 hour and 45 minutes. Unfortunately, I lost Vetra. She didn't survive. All the fights of the great champion Vetra, I carried out in a sporty way, and with a lot of fun spirit, which was not always accepted and approved by the others. My goal with this sport is to make friends, not enemies. In our kennel, which we humorously call the Creme Show, over the years, more than 250 dogs were rigorously tested. The ones I reject, for many others, would be a good quality of struggle. I lost some good dogs, because of the human factor of failure. Whether out of ignorance, or for obeying the advice of more experienced creators. Grand Champion Vetra 8 times winner, a defeat, proving Gameness, was the first Grand Champion, women's officer of Serbia. She lived 9 contracted fights, never lost any, and never showing, nothing less than greatness. I will always miss her.